Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 7 of my Desert China series. We have Petra in the books, so we have arrived. We are on our way to building Oracle. No way of telling yet if that's going to be ours or not, obviously. It's not like Petra, which it was pretty
جيت وانا
sure
بكل
to be
أمل
ours.
باش نوصلوا لشي اتفاق.
Let's see here. 7 gold I'll do. I suppose we could have let it come back and see how things panned out, but we are heading towards sugar. We are heading towards another copy of copper. So, yeah, our happiness is going to be fine. And we are 4 turns away from taking this policy here, which right now would be worth 5 happiness. So, yeah, our happiness is going to be fine for a little while. Done with a shrine here. Let's go ahead and build market. Okay, we did not get shot, so that's pretty cool. Rough here, so let's just go here. That seems good. Okay, we get to go through here. Bit of a traffic jam. This poor scout, oh my goodness. Every turn we're losing time, it seems. Okay, iron is done. Let's finally get started on the wheat. This seems to be working, so we'll just stick with it for the time being. We need to come over here and block this guy. So we'll just kind of do like a visibility block dance. Coming over to the sugar. We're going to be 1 turn late, but whatever. I'm not worried about it. Okay. Alright, sugar tile is ours, so let's do this. It's more food, which is mostly what we're looking for. Gold is nice because we're about to hit a golden age, so that's something. I guess if we had let the copper come back, we could have triggered the golden age sooner, but as we learned in the last series, delaying your natural golden age has the benefit of, by the time it comes around, you have more population to work with. Alright, so Morocco has founded a religion, so now we have pressure that would be coming in from the south, and the Inca have enhanced. And that was actually pretty quick, which is no surprise because they're making good faith gains. Alright, so no reason to finish him off this time. We did last time just because we had a split and we wanted to make sure that stayed manageable. Here we can stay manageable by taking more shots with our warrior. Okay, so every step of the way we're having our progress stunted. Not fun, but really not that big of a deal probably. Okay, working on another copy of copper. It's going to be a little tricky plotting our citizens come civil service, but okay. It'll be interesting to see which of these two move first. Maybe the scout. No, he buggered off. Okay. Well, that's fine. Like, we'll just keep an eye on it. We're just going to keep this warrior flexible. Okay. So that kind of sucks because the governor was looking at four different tiles and chose the weakest of them all. On the other hand, our workers are tied up here, so it's not like we would have gotten to them immediately anyways. But maybe we could have changed our tile assignment. The good news is that our borders are now locked up without this guy having to babysit. So that means we can just go ahead and defend up. Nanjing grows, and this is the turn where we, let's see, a growth in 11, growth in 8. Yeah, we can, yeah. With the watermill being produced, staying production focus might not be so bad. But anyways, this is the turn where we pass the 400 gold threshold, so let's go ahead and buy the paper maker here. That means the capital is now cleared to build National College at any time, and obviously next turn would be the time for that. Guangzhou grows. Nice. Produce what we can while we can. Venice has enhanced. No surprise there. They did beat Inca, but when Inca started rolling, they really started rolling. As for gold tiles, we are doing amazing here because we did buy that extra copper. Here we can't afford to work it. Here we are now working it, and here we are working it. So our gold per turn is actually pretty nice. And once again, we're just getting bounced around by a bunch of military. Okay. This is probably the end of this, which is nice. This guy will be fully healed in 2 turns. Maybe we push through. I don't know. I'd rather not lead with the archer, but that seems to be where we're at. The archer should be able to step to the next hill and be relatively safe, so we can take a peek at that. Don't want to miss out on this. Almost passed my turn. Righty. What kind of money do you have? Not much. I think I'm comfy with starting to arm Poland. He's in the bottom now, and he's surrounded by runaway... Well, I shouldn't say runaway civs, but militaristic civs. So let's give him a semi-fighting chance. We don't want him wiped out. We just don't want him picking a fight with us. Let's see. Okay, so he's letting us not equip Brazil, which is nice. But, I mean, we are sending so much iron his way. What's that say? 5 total right now, looks like. Yeah, and lots of horses, too. So, yeah, we're kind of building his military for him. Free social policy. We got the Oracle. So let's count this up. We're getting culture per turn now, which is nice because the way the capital is configured, we're going to be a little late getting to our Writers Guild, or rather populating it. So culture is going to be a little slow. So this helps make up for that. Also, we have 2 city-states that wanted us to build this, so we're going to get a buff in happiness and culture from that. We can start racking up great scientist points, which is nice. Divine inspiration means we now have +2 faith, which is nice. But most of all, we get the social policy. Again, nice because of our slow culture game. So let's go ahead and choose this first, because now we're getting +5 gold, +5 happiness, and aqueducts in all of our cities. So, and of course, every time we grow to an even pop, we will benefit from that again. Okay, so it still says we get a free social policy. So I'm guessing what happened is this was the turn that we would have gotten a social policy, and we completed Oracle for the free. It says we still have a free because when we plotted one, I'm guessing it assumed it was the regular one, although it doesn't say anything about a free policy here. So a bit of a graphical glitch, but next policies in 17 turns, so it says. Buenos Aires will come online because we built the Oracle, so it will be a little bit quicker than 17 turns, but there's the Oracle. Right, so Beijing grows this turn as well. What would we build next? The National College, of course. So it says 4 and 5. If we come down here, still 4 and 5. This is the best balance. What can we do as far as growing? There's no way to speed that up, but that's fine because aqueducts are online now. Perhaps it would have been worthwhile seeing if there's a way we could have stopped growth for a turn. But whatever, no big deal. So yeah, this is the best tiles overall. So that's what we'll do. National College and 5. We've addressed that. Horses. Don't have enough money. Ugh, I hate how much I'm empowering this guy. Maybe I should have been selling more towards Brazil and stuff. Okay, so we can purchase with faith because of our ridiculous holy order policy or belief. I definitely want one of the charges going to Nanjing. Because we had granary and wheat right away, the city's growing really fast, and now that we have aqueducts up, that's going to be even more so. We're just going to grow faster than we can passively spread, so let's actively spread to have that religious community buff what little hammers we're getting here. So yeah, maybe have a missionary do Nanjing and Ragusa, and the reason why I say Ragusa or Zurich, I'm just thinking, you know, he's going to be spitting out missionaries fairly quickly. Not nearly as good as us, but where's the first place he's going to go? after his own cities, he's going to want to come to these city-states. There's a city-state up here. We're not going to be able to compete with that. But these ones, you know, we can kind of keep going with passive pressure, so we should convert them. And I guess the only reason I said Ragusa is because it's closer. But once Nanjing is converted, you know, I am noticing that because of the dual river thing here, it's really hard getting through here. So if we did, like, say, purchase it from here, come down here, convert Ragusa, come over here, that seems like a plan. Because if we bought it here, you know, 1, 2, 3, and then get over the river. Of course, if we did Nanjing first, then we could actually go to Zurich. You know, that might actually be the play. That might actually be the play. Because if we actively convert this, we'll then have 3 passively doing this. I don't think it matters too much either way. We're going to be able to buy missionaries so rapidly that we'll be able to convert whatever we want with relative little opposition. Alright, let's go on to civil service. I'm seeing a lot going on here. I'd like Barometer, I'd like Chichen Itza, I'd like Machu Picchu. It's just civil service also comes with the freshwater growth, which the capital actually has a good amount of. So we'll have a little bit of a challenge in our tile assignments, but hey, there is nothing wrong with having options. So I'm going to just use this worker to radar, make sure it is safe for this archer to step here, and we'll have him heal up one more time because he's exactly 20 points off full, and we could use a blocker if the archer's coming over to this camp. Alright, so we said that after this guy was done doing the iron, he was going to do roads. And I don't see a reason not to continue with that plan. If the borders had grown to one of these desert hills, that might have been something, but it didn't. So let's just do that. Still bouncing for visibility. Okay, hill here. Man! Every single step. This poor scout. What should we name him? We'll just call him Get Out of My Way. Every single step we try to take. I mean, hill, coast, it would have been nice. Crazy traffic jam all throughout here. No. Nope. I kind of did that last game, and I was kind of made to pay for it. Mostly my fault, but still. Alrighty, barbarian camp discovered over there. No kidding. Ragusa targets nearby encampment. That would be food in the capital. Oracle constructed for Buenos Aires. So now this would have said 16 last turn. It says 15, so that speeds it up by a turn. Though we're only going to have it for 10, so we might lose that turn right back. I don't know. We will address that because it's nearby. Oracle constructed for Zanzibar. So there's some more happiness. And Zanzibar seeks investors. Okay. So encampment shows up. Let's head down there with this guy and this guy. Oh, you know what? There was no reason not to just hop over this hill. Well, we kind of get in the scout's way, but he can leapfrog over us. Speaking of scout getting in our way, let us... Hang on a second. I want to look at something here. Yeah, let's go to Nanjing first. So we'll do that by this tile because it's a little bit safer from here and it gets in the way of the scout. Tee-hee. But since we are chasing after this, let's go ahead and back this guy off. Because we need somebody to fill in the gap here. We can have this guy come down for a minute and do his part. Because now we're going to address this camp. So, yeah, our military continues to be stretched just a little thin. Maybe we can do that if there's a gap in the action in the capital, which there almost certainly will come a point. Okay, stable in this city, because it will benefit from 3 hammers. 3 tiles get buffed with that stable. Ouch. Okay, we are not fully healed either, so that's unfortunate. Anyways, get to work on that road. Dougie fresh. Okay, thanks to the road, we can zoom through and start farm same turn. Unfortunately, this border growth is going to be awkward. It'd be nice to be able to step develop, but looks like we are going to get interrupted with that. Okay, everything's looking good, yes. Alright, Poland has a 4th city. This is actually okay because it might be, I mean, this is no growth whatsoever. So this city will actually sit at 1 pop until it converts. Nice. Well, I guess that's not too ultimately true. Because well, no, the 2 food off the city tile, yeah, okay. So nice. This will become a free repeater for us. Um, the only thing bad about that is obviously we didn't actually choose any passive buffing beliefs. We went active. And that's okay. Okay, we are here. So let us look. We will come down here on a hill so we can see it from here. That's kind of nice. It is a horse. That's unfortunate. We'll do this to protect our tiles, especially since it's a horse. Just being overly cautious here. Alright, so right now the plan is Nanjing into Zurich. Being able to move here and convert and then come over here. We know there's not a camp here because Ragusa asked for it once upon a time. Once this camp is cleared, it's nice that we have eyes on it so we can keep an idea that we'll have something of a picture of how safe it is to make that trip. Who knows, maybe since we have units down here, we'll have one just continue down just as a spotter kind of thing. We could have this guy come over and do that. That's actually not a bad idea because I kind of want to get out of this situation. No, let's keep scouting. Okay. So, he is hurt from this? No, he can't be hurt from that. Okay, let's just step up here so we get away from that. Okay, let's see. Leapfrog. More traffic jams. Yay. Okay, let's go ahead and step up here just temporarily. We'll get back to this. We gotta wait for this guy to come fill in the gaps here. Alright, definitely want to keep an eye on what's going on here, because horses do, since they can't defend, they do tend to run off. Which might be nice if we can just do something like that. Okay, we're finally starting to grab the tiles that are helpful. And here we go, active conversion. Nanjing has now plus 2%. Why did only 2 convert? I do not like that. We have 3 pop here. There's no way a missionary only does 2. That's annoying. Okay, let us see here. Horses to sell. Wait, you don't have any gold per turn, so it's going to be Brazil. We're going to finally start equipping Brazil. Who knows? That might actually lead to relations. Diplomatic relations, I should specify. Okay. That's good for now. Let's see here. 1, 2. Still can't see past the camp, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh, Archer shows up. We can alert, which would defend us up and heal us to full, and hopefully that makes him the more inviting target. And then we can move along once we're fully healed. I think that's the play. Here we go, more copper and more sugar. I don't want to address that yet, though, because one thing I was thinking of, there we go, with the scout over here in the traffic jam, like, where are these guys going, right? They're not at war with Hiawatha. I know he was talking about it. So that leads me to believe maybe there's either another expand over here, which I don't know why they would come this way. Or maybe there's another civ over here. So I just wanted to see if we met anybody before I go ahead and deal with our luxuries. He's the only one that actually is interested in our copper. Unfortunately, he doesn't have anything to trade for it. But that's fine. We can take the gold per turn. And now we have sugar. We could trade it for ivory, but we don't need ivory for any reason. Correct? Yeah, nobody wants ivory. So let's see. He's got the higher lump sum. That's 162 and probably 2 gold per turn. Yeah, that's fair. Good, he goes for it. All right. So that brings us up to almost 500 gold. Being that our military is a little stretched, I would kind of like to have a bit of a stockpile so that we can just buy here and there. Let's see. National College is going to be done in 2 turns or less because of the growth, and civil services in 5. So let's build some military here. Maybe like a pikeman or 2. And then we can use the gold to upgrade them to, or I mean spearmen or 2. And then we can use the gold to upgrade to pikemen. That seems like a good idea. Because we could buy like stoneworks in the capital or a stable in the capital. Okay, well if he's got a pikeman here, 16, 50% versus mounted. So that would be 24. An actual horse is 12. So the question is, do I shoot? Let him hit and then shoot? Or if I shoot him, I don't think he'll be so weakened that a pikeman will take him out altogether, will it? I need to bone up on the math of this. Let's shoot, defend. I think he'll only soften it up and then we can clean up. Because we really want to clean up. That'll give us food in the capital, yada yada. Alright, 3 and 1. Do not know if there's any way to upgrade that. And there's... come on. Oh, since it's 1 turn less, there's not. It's going to give us less information. Okay, so since civil service is coming up, this doesn't reduce our numbers. Let's just work on growth now. That way we have a little bit more flexibility as our borders grow and such. What's going on here? Okay, well we can tank from here. It might be a good idea to start having this archer come back down, maybe? I don't know. This will be cleared up in no time, so... and we are about to spit out a couple of spearmen. So yeah, I think I will have the archer come here just for visibility, and then here with preparation of crossing the river. Or maybe we don't do pikemen. Maybe we do another archer or 2. That seems okay too. Okay. Gotta go here. Oh! So there was another sit back here. Okay, so maybe, oh, and he's got silk. Nice. Maybe, the Aztecs are hating on them, and that's where the river of units was coming from. But his capital's down here. We know, as far as we know, the coast is here, so it might be worth sticking to the north. Because if this is like the edge of the world, we can circle back and stuff. Okay. So let us see here. This worker would be coming up here to do this farm. This worker's going to come over here to do this road. This missionary, as far as we know, is heading towards Zurich. Boy, this is rough. We can't actually see. I mean, my best guess would be that this is Brazilian units coming to clear that camp. If we come here, we can cross the river next turn, and yeah. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, that was risky. It was a risk I was willing to take simply because we are going to be able to spit out a lot of missionaries, and we've already done the heavy lifting with that one. I'm so glad we're not going to lose it, though. Anyways, it's 1 turn until border growth, with 2 of the options being up here, so I'm just going to have this worker head this way. And then we'll have this guy, he's finished with the road there. So we'll start the road here, and then if we grow to that tile, he can shift. He can take over the roads, because the desert tiles are far more important. Although it does look like by the time the road's finished, we will be at 5 pop, so we will not be operating at a loss at that point, which is good. Parthenon is built. I'm not concerned with that. It is interesting to me that this guy is trying to walk around. For this reason, I'll have the archer end up in the marsh here, because now he can still get here next turn, or he can come down here if that's what we need. Okay. Alright, so this is the guy. Let's see here, 2, and National College is indeed finished. So that means we can relax our overall production. Let's do this, because it's... Well, it's not necessarily a better tile, it's different. We do not have enough food to skip a turn, or speed it up a turn. I kind of want to start like these two food, 2 hammer tiles, getting them into pure food, but these are better tiles right now, so we can leave it like that. I mean, we could always move this back, because it is 1 more food, 1 less hammer. I think I'm nitpicking at that point, though. Okay, military units. We are about to meet civil service. We do have a stockpile of gold, so spearmen are valuable. We can also spit out archers 1 per turn at this point. So at least 1 spearman, because they do have a unfortunate upgrade path, but just having 1 right now is better than the warriors we got running around, for sure. Declaration with Venice. Okay, we'll do that. We'll re-up on that one as well.
Saluti.
There we go. Okay. Alright, we made it. The plan to use the Inca as a decoy worked, so very nice. Can we get by you, please? Oh, thank you. Finally. Get out of my way. Catches a break for a change. Okay, there's that, and we have not moved this. Oh, softening it up was the wrong answer. Damn. Man. Maybe we should have backed off the warriors as not to give them a flanking bonus. It's times like this that my military inexperience really shines, because maybe I would have been able to better anticipate the outcome of that fight. Well, okay, well, you can go back to what you were doing then. Kind of. We'll keep bouncing like this until the archer gets back over here, because now this archer's coming over here to deal with this. Well, at least our military's fluid. Okay, that just really sucks. So that would have been a really easy way to get +2 food in the capital. Make some gold. Neither of which, both of which would be a drop in the bucket, so not the end of the world. Still a bummer, because I could have played that better. Absolutely not. No. No. Why don't you farm up another piece of silk instead of asking me for open borders, because I have much need for silk. Wow, civil service this turn? Okay, well, that is unexpected. I could have sworn it said 3 turns. 3. Like, to be off by 1 makes sense, but... Oh, could it be because we finished the National College? It was an outdated estimate. Anyways, let's see. Coming down here and then down here and then using this tile to pay for his upgrade seems to be a good idea, because I do want to chase after that camp. So let's come back here like this, because now he's saying over here. Yeah, the upgraded to a pikeman and archer could definitely field this, and we will go from there. Nanjing has grown. Alright. 7 and 2, 5 and 3. Let's just go ahead and whip out that watermill, and then we'll make the move back. We're so close to it being finished. City-state bonuses change. Losing grasp on Buenos Aires. Gusa no longer needs your help. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Cool, we reach it. This turn. Nice. Okay, so Ragus is now being triple pressured. So if we left that to passivity, we probably would take it unless they spit out a missionary and do it first. But you'd think he'd want to do his own cities first. Anyways, oh, we don't have a population on the copper yet. So, may purchase with faith. I wish that whoever's going to get the last religion would hurry up and do it, because Right now, Brazil does not have a religion, Rome does not have a religion, and Poland does not have a religion. And these are three of our neighbors, so it would be nice knowing who we could spread it to. I think Rio de Janeiro is going to be a safe bet because they don't even have a pantheon. So let's do that. Let's do that. Maybe buy from Shanghai again, convert Ragusa on the way to Rio de Janeiro? Or do we convert a couple of his cities? That seems like a good idea. Yes, especially with Marrakesh. Okay, yeah. Let's buy a missionary and go Rio de Janeiro to Salvador. Of course, that means we should buy or barter for open borders. Anyways, missionary here. That's a good plan. That's a good plan. Okay, so with that finished, let's go ahead and queue up Chichen Itza. Whoops. 5 turns. All right. Borobudur or Machu Picchu. I think it's going to be very important that we get to education as soon as possible. Let me take a look at science. China, with the construction of the National College, pulls into second place behind the Iroquois. Oh, that's so annoying. We are definitely going to have to destroy them later in the game. They're, yeah. Okay, but anyways, I think we do kind of need to beeline to education, not only because we do have somebody that's pushing our limits, but also because we have 3 expands that are not good at construction and are going to be relatively low pop. So the universities themselves are going to take forever to build, and maybe not, we might not be able to afford to man them. But getting them up for the multiplier, especially in this city who already has, you know, this going on, would be a good idea. So maybe that's what we save our gold for. I mean, obviously we'll upgrade our units as we're able to, but buying more than one university. The capital can probably afford to build it because our hammers are such. But yeah, I think going this way makes sense. More mountains. I never saw that coming. Alright, last we knew there was an archer here. And this is a hill with rough, but let's see if we go around. Finish our scouting that way. That way we're not having to deal with barbarians more than we have to. Okay, hopefully this hill opens up next turn. We can keep bouncing until that archer gets back, which is going to be next turn. Yeah. No, we'll stay right here. Here. Yeah. Okay. He can keep heading up back to here. Okay, so a lot going on. We are past the half-hour mark, so I'm going to call it here. Let me know what you guys think about the progress, because yes, I do think going for Machu Picchu there would have been just fine. Borobudur, it's a bit of overkill, but when I am playing a religious game, I love picking this one up. The 3 free missionaries is just amazing. 5 faith would be really helpful. I mean, we could lock the entire world down in short order, and at a time when most cities are still relatively low population, so it's kind of worth going for, I think. Can't wait till the final religion is snagged so that we have a clearer picture of who's doing what, so we know where to spread and such, but that is what it is. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next part. Take care.